Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Kell Brook must fight Errol Spence Jr. in his next fight. Otherwise, he will be stripped of the IBF championship. This is information coming from the IBF president, Daryl Peoples. I watched an interview conducted today between him and Dante from Dante's Boxing Nation, where he dropped this jewel of information. So it's been said from the horse's mouth now. Kell Brook has to fight Errol Spence Jr. There's no more ducking, no more running. You got to fight him. Otherwise, there's no more IBF strap for you. You'll have to vacate. So the ball's in your court now. You're going to continue to negotiate with Amir Khan. Amir Khan won't fight you unless you got a belt. So I guess that shit's dead. I mean, he even mentioned recently in an interview that he wouldn't have any respect for you if you vacated the title and didn't fight your mandatory. A lot of people say that it's about money for Kell Brook. Why fight Errol Spence for pennies when you can fight an Amir Khan for millions? But no, that's invalid. Kell Brook fought Jojo Dan, Kevin Bizier for pennies. Those were his mandatories, and he fought them. Where was your shame then? He dug Diego Chavez. He dug Jesse Vargas. He dug Timothy Bradley. He lied about who did he lie about negotiating with? I don't remember. Was it Pacquiao's team that he was lying about negotiating with? Kell Brook is ducking these big fights. I'm not trying to hear anything else. He's ducking. He's definitely ducking Errol Spence. Because he knows what happens if he fights Errol Spence. Sure, he fought Gennady Golovkin, but he went into that fight knowing that he was going to lose. But the payday was worth losing his O, right? So if Kell Brook isn't scared, which I believe he is, he'll fight Errol Spence. And to be honest with you, I hope he does fight Errol Spence. This is a good fight for boxing. Him versus Amir Khan, I mean, we really know what the outcome of that fight is. Amir Khan doesn't beat Kell Brook. That's why he wants that fight. Because it's a much easier win for him than fighting Errol Spence, right? Or maybe Errol Spence is a hype job. Maybe Errol Spence is a hype job. If that's the case, why isn't everyone jumping to fight him? Why isn't Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, why aren't all these guys jumping for a chance to fight this guy if he's a hype job? You know, I hear people making excuses saying that he's got to pay his dues. Well, Errol Spence has been playing it correctly since he's been in the game because he's been fighting those IBF eliminators, knowing that one day he'll get a shot at Kell Brook. Or at least hoping that he'll get a shot at Kell Brook. Like I said, Kell Brook acts like he doesn't want the fight because he knows what time it is. Eddie Hearn knows what time it is. And he's put himself in a really tough situation because he's coming off of a loss against Gennady Golovkin, a bad injury, orbital bone, and he was moving up in weight. So now he's got to cut weight if he comes down to fight Errol Spence. He took that loss, and his eye is fucked up. I mean, that shit could get re-injured in the fight. Kell Brook's weak to the body. I'm not buying this shit. He's about to. If he fights Errol Spence, he's fighting somebody that's the same size as him, right? So we got to what, February 24th, 25th? Is that how? I think that's when the request extension date ends. So he's got to make a decision. He's definitely got to make a decision, and soon. It's almost February. All right? So don't leave any fucking comments about how Errol Spence doesn't bring any fucking money to the table. Why does it fucking matter? Why are you in Kell Brook's pockets anyway? Why are you in these motherfuckers' pockets anyway? Y'all ain't getting paid. Y'all want to see good fights? Or do you want to see fighters fight fucking bums? You want to see him fight bums? Kell Brook's been fighting bums his entire fucking career. Aside from Sean Porter and Triple G, he's been fighting nothing but bums. Oh, but Errol Spence has been fighting bums too, right? Errol Spence has been trying to get these fights with these big names. And right now, he's put himself in a position to fight a quote-unquote big name, but nobody knows who fucking Kell Brook is in the United States. So we can't have a fight in the U.S., so we'll have a fight over in the UK and humiliate this nigga. See what happens to him. I can't wait. I hope they sign this fight. No matter what happens, I'm going to keep it real. But if Errol Spence wins that fight against Kell Brook, which I think he will, I'm going to wild the fuck out. And this channel going to be popping. Hitman Boxing. Leave a comment. I'm out.